Hey everybody, this is Stormy with the capital Z coming at you with another WarCraft 3 cast. This time around I got a game and a replay request, and I do have everything in place. Do I have everything in place? Everything seems to be in place. I don't have the replay request banner up there. Replay request banner, the requester's name, that is not Mofad. There we go, son. And we're gonna move this a bit. And we haven't started booster yet. Yes! We're up to a great start, people. Anyways. So we got NoobyXD, Stormy, that's NoobyXD, right? No, that is not NoobyXD, my mistake. This is probably a Chinese human player. It's not appearing here, so we're just going to refer to this player as Blue. The Blue human will be playing up against NoobyXD, who is spawning as the red. Is it red? No, it's actually not even red. It's red. So we're going to refer to NoobyXD's opponent as red and not blue. It's going to be the red human versus NoobyXD spawning in as Blue Undead. NoobyXD opening up with the altar first build order. From what I can understand, this is going to be the hero first. Under players like to go for Death Knight. That is like and has been the standard choice since years and years and years. But I'm glad to see that things are finally changing and we are having some variations. We're seeing the use of Dreadlord, we're seeing use of Cryptlord, and Death Knight is. So I think we should change to the perspective of NoobyXD, since he is the requester of this replay request. Pretty standard build order here. It's going to be Pally first, actually, on the other side for the opponent of NoobyXD, red. Pally first, going in with Footman. This isn't the Pally rifle build, I can say that, and it's a rather interesting build order here. Usually human players like to place the barracks on one side and the altar on the other, but that doesn't seem to be the case in this one. Here comes the scout, annoying acolyte, who we will face up against the annoying scout footman. So these two will run around a bit, and that poor little hen got caught in the crossfire, I must say. The acolytes are of course faster than what they used to be, so this time around they should be able to outrun the footmen. And if you can change it the directions that way, then you're probably gonna be affected. NoobyXD needs to know the hero selection of red, and he is going into the right direction. He's gonna detect the Pally, and he is going to be in a fix for a moment. Pally first is not really a usual choice, and especially not if you consider that versus if you consider that with footmen. If you go for Pally, you usually go for the new Pally rifle build, which is in my estimate by name. What's his name? Kind of forgot his name. Remember? I don't remember. Do not remember the name of that person. I think it was Thorzane. Yep, it was Thorzane. So yeah, this build was popularized by Thorzane, or I don't know, maybe even built by Thorzane. Pretty good build, pretty fun. Very versatile, and gives human players a rather opportunity to go for undeadish build. You know, undeads have Death Knight, Death Coiling the Fiend, so you got Paladin. Basically the Death Knight is a counterpart of the Paladin, so you got the Paladin holy lighting the footman, the rifleman, I'm sorry. So what do we have here? It appears that red wants to set up an expansion over here. It's going to be an early expo for red. NoobyXD does not have information on that just yet. He will send some skeleton warriors to kill a couple of creeps, getting his Death Knight to level 2. Pally will be level 3 for red, and NoobyXD having some good claws of attack over here. Pretty good items. Prepped out both of the contested camps in the middle of the map. Now getting down some skeleton warriors, sending them around cross skeleton warriors are of course something that you want to use. You want to spread them out across the map, want to know exactly what is up, want to know where the enemy is, where they are scouting, where they're creeping, if they're setting up an expansion. If you don't know that, then well, it's just gonna be a uphill fight for you. So on the other side, we got Red coming back to the base, and his expansion under construction is being ransacked by NoobyXD. NoobyXD almost managed to kill all of the peasants, and yeah, he's gonna be able to kill all the peasants, but no, we got a Holy Light to the rescue. But there's just so much you can do with a couple of Holy Lights. Red does have a good number of units over here. Militiamen being drawn in, and it appears that NoobyXD will have to back out of this. He will, of course, strike as many times as he can on that under construction town hall, because it will take more damage as compared to what it will take after the completion of the build. So that Knight of NoobyXD will lurk around near the bridge side over there, near the ramp, while Red taking this opportunity to creep out a bit. Okay, rather interesting. Red is out of wood. Is he out of wood? No, Red is not out of wood. Red still has a couple of 100 wood there, and didn't really order those peasants to go for the wood. Now here's the little problem that human players face each time they go for an expansion, or you know, kind of get hurt a bit here and there. Now you got the expansion, you're using your lumberjacks for the expansion. In the case of Red, he had to call in more number of lumberjacks, that's more number of peasants from the main to the expansion, because he lost a good number of peasants to NoobyXD while building his expansion. So in this case, Red is down on lumber. Now you got the expo, sure, but you're not going to be able to make much benefit out of it unless and until you get to tier 2, you get to the required buildings that you want, and you start pumping out stuff. As human players, if you go for expansion, well, you want to go for more stuff. You don't really want to stick to your tier 1 stuff. Well, you could go for mass rifles, but you definitely want the priest, you definitely want the attack upgrade, you definitely want long rifles, and for that stuff you need tier 2. You want your second hero here and there. So here comes the NoobyXD, an immediate Holy Light over there on the Death Knight. Death Knight will back out lightly without much of a problem, while the ranged units of the Undead army stand at their positions and take out those units one by one. They're dealing a lot of damage, and those footmen are taking a lot of hits over there. What do we have here? The Paladin is at the back of the base. This is just an illusion, sorry. Mind you, that's just an illusion. The real Paladin is over here. It is fighting the army of NoobyXD along with the rest of the human army. The expansion is up 50% down in terms of health, or rather hit points. He is going to upgrade his main. Now this is something that I want to point out, and I think I'm going to point this out a couple of more times in my cast. Human players have the option of upgrading the expansion instead of upgrading the main. Now people would say that, okay, what do you gain by doing that? And oh, hey there, Lucker, welcome to the stream. It is good to have you here. What's Nooby's ping to Netties? I don't know, man. I think we should tag him to ask, but from what I can understand, I think he told me about it. He uses VPN, so it's pretty good. So NoobyXD is caught off guard over here while creeping the Merc camp, and forced to go back to the base. Will stay near the Blight. Extra region is oh so good. Where did the slow come from? These are actually not that bad. They can cast slow, so you know, you got that early on without going for tier 2 and getting an Arcane Sanctum. And Red wants to take out the Death Knight. Death Knight does have a TP, it can easily get back to the base or try to save it. So now, here's the thing, now NoobyXD managed to bait Red into this, and now Red 20%, you could say, HP. A couple of footmen at full, but If he lost, yeah, that's two. He lost 2 footmen in that fight. Not really good. And no, wait a second. He didn't lose just. And oh, wait a second. There's the Mauler. I was about to say, when did he lose the Mauler? He didn't lose the Mauler. He just sent it back. So Red gonna pick up his Shredder. Haven't seen the Shredder used that much as of late. Oh no, the Mud Golem goes down. Red is rich right now. Has 2k gold in the tank, but compromised, and you don't have enough lumber. Now, this is the main problem with going for expansions, of course. Get the expansion up, you get your towers up. Each of these towers cost you 50 for initial 30 gold, and then 50 gold for the upgrade. So initial lumber for the upgrade. So that's a pretty heavy cost, you know. You can utilize that cost to go tech up. You can utilize that cost to put down an Arcane Sanctum. You can utilize that cost to put down a workshop. And there's a lot of things that you can do with that lumber. Here comes a few Skeleton Scout minions by NoobyXD, going to detect what exactly is up. You just need to know where the pally is, where the army is, and when you know that, then NoobyXD will have free reign to lurk around the map, creep the stuff that he wants, and get the level ups as he desires. But on the other side, it appears that Red is also creeping a bit, and he got a Flute of Accuracy, which isn't accurately beneficial for him, if you know what I mean. So Red mainly has melee units. I mean, so far I've only seen like, yeah, Footman and Ogre Mauler and whatever, Stone Golem, Mud Golem, yeah, Mud Golem. So yeah, I mean, the Flute of Accuracy gives extra damage on range stuff, but Red doesn't have range stuff. Not good for him. If NoobyXD actually gets it, that's pretty good for him. He's got a lot of range stuff. And what do we have here? Why is Red fighting over here? Red's just trying to poke and run, but he's rather overextending over here. NoobyXD has a huge army. This is 48 foot of an army, and it can easily tear apart through whatever Red has. So Red needs to back out lightly. And what do we have here? The Pally? Okay, Pally's gonna go in. It's not level 5 just yet, but may have an attempt to do that. What is he doing? Dropping the Rings of Protection and oh, Potion of Invisibility. Okay, you can actually do that. Yeah, why don't people do this more often? You got the Goblin Shop like right next to the base of your opponent, and of course your base. So this is pretty easily doable. You know, just get that thing. Do exactly what he did. Take out one of the acolytes, take out a second acolyte, take out a third acolyte, and then just use the Staff of Teleportation to get back to your base. And Red losing the Ogre Mauler finally over there. Pit Lord. Brutilus is being very brutal to the gold line of the expansion here. They're taking a lot of damage over there. The Pally is still at the base though. Okay, managed to kill a couple of acolytes there. NoobyXD's gold production, nah, that's not production, harvest is at a halt. Well, rather compromised. I wouldn't say really other than halt. And oh, lovely! I love it how Red has actually blocked this area using the footman over there, and now blocked using a knight. So both of the heroes are stuck. But, I mean, looking at the HP of the Knight and the Paladin, I don't really think they're going to be stuck there for too long. Although, pretty good attempt, good micro there. I think NoobyXD is just going to take this game away. This game is in the bag at this point. He managed to kill both of the heroes simultaneously. I heard the Blood Mage die as well. Don't really know where it died, but it definitely died. Expansion is going to go down. The expansion that Red worked so hard to make is going to go down. These two workshops are spawning some siege engines, but they're gonna be... maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, okay, that's a breaker. We got one siege engine, two siege engine, three siege engine, four... Nope, no four. That's just gonna be it. Lone Peasant will be taken out. NoobyXD getting some Banshees with Adapt Training. That, of course, gives you the Anti-Magic Shell. Anti-Magic Shell works in a way that a lot of people kind of get puzzled. Anti-Magic Shell by the Banshees gives you an armor against all spell damage. So basically, spells like Storm Bolts, Death Knight, Death Coils, they're gonna be doing. They're gonna have to first take out the anti-magic shell, and then they're gonna be able to harm the unit under the effect of that. More workshops coming. NoobyXD doing all he can to take out those workshops one by one, but this game is near to completion by my understanding. I don't really see Red coming back from this. He lost the expansion that he worked so hard to get, and although he does have like one siege engine attacking the base of NoobyXD, NoobyXD should manage to take this siege engine out without much of a problem. Of course, siege engines have the fortified armor, so they take like forever to kill, but they will die eventually. They will be taken out eventually. Just had a nice sip of hot water. Yeah, started drinking hot water since a year. I just boil it into my electric kettle. Pour about 25% to 30% of that, and then regular water. So that's pretty good. I feel refreshed. Probably has some health benefit. I'm not just gonna babble around on, yeah, you know, it's good. I know, I mean, the game's going on, but it's practically over. Red is just not quitting the game and is still attempting to try and play, but this game is practically over. NoobyXD has won the game. I don't really see this in any other way right now, and I think it's about to be GG. Yeah, I like the animation of the Shredder. The Shredder death animation is basically like that. It just splits. It kind of explodes, and its parts just fall across in all four directions. Pretty fun to watch. There we go. Good game. Well played by both players. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you have enjoyed what you have seen, do not forget to hit the like button while watching this as a video on YouTube. If you guys watching on the stream, stay tuned. We're about to continue. The night is still young. For the guys watching it on YouTube as a video, thanks for watching. I shall see you in the next one. Good night for now.